Hello everyone, I'm going to give you an early look of what's probably the easiest platinum trophy of 2019. It's called Planet RIX-13. It is developed by Sometimes You. You may know them from the development of the energy games, Energy Cycle, Energy Invasion. This is a point and click puzzle game, so it's going to be relatively quick and easy if you're following a guide. Speaking of a guide, I will put in the description a text walkthrough of this entire game. So I'm going to, of course, spoil the heck out of this. I'm going to show you how you can get the Platinum Trophy in about 20 to 30 minutes. Now, I do want to thank Sometimes You for providing me with a review copy of the game. Now, at the very start of the game, you're going to want to just immediately walk to your left to find your ship. And that ship, if you walk over to it, you will die from radiation, giving you the cause of death radiation trophy. So now we are going to head over to building B02. So we're going to enter this building, and there's going to be a set of doors here. So we're going to enter the living room first, which is going to be the first door you come to. And then in here, we're going to pick up the compute card. Compute card is going to be over here on the left-hand side. And then we're going to open the safe. Again, I'm using spoilers here. So it's 3716 is the passcode for this. You can alternatively find the code elsewhere in the game, but I'm just going to walk you through how to get this Platinum Trophy as quick as possible. So we're going to exit that room, enter into the second door, and now we are going to use this device here, the medical point, and use the capsule, and then exit, and then we're going to continue to the right and remove the pile of stones here, remove this blockage. And we're going to enter the server room, which is not the third door, but instead the fourth door. Now in here, we're going to pick up another compute card. So now we don't want to leave the room. So let me go back in there. We want to go over to the server number 1. You'll see there's 2 red and 2 green lights. We're going to replace the 2 slots with those compute cards that we got, the first 2, to activate. You see now there's 4 green lights lit up. So now we're going to leave and then enter the workshop, which is the third door. And we're going to examine the scheme of power grid. And then we discovered a new location as well. Now we're going to walk over to this computer, and then for all the computers, you want to look at all the items that are in there. There's going to be, 2, 3, 4 items in there. So we're going to go and just read through all 3 of those. And now we are going to head to a new area. To do that, we're just going to go to the map. So go to the exit of this area, and you see the arrow. There'll be another one here, and we can open the map and select a new location. Now we're going to head over to the reactor. So we're not going to go into this door yet. There's going to be a box here, a metal box that we're going to open up and pick up a filter. So now we're going to leave this, go back to the map, and go to the place of supply drops. Not the plane crash. There it is. So here we're going to walk, and we're going to start taking some damage. But we're going to pick up a power supply there, and then the wood mushrooms to the far left. So there's 2 items that you need to pick up there. One in front of the first crate, and then the mushrooms to the left. So after that, we're going to head back to the reactor. Now we're going to actually go in and replace the power supply on the far right. We're going to go through this little decontamination center here, using that switch. Replace the power supply here on the far right. And now what we need to do is get the computer to reach 100% energy level. So access the computer, go to the reactor. So move the first core up to about 77 here. The second core, we're going to move it 2 clicks to the right. And then the third one, we're going to move it 5 clicks to the right until it reaches 100%. So after that, we are now going to go and exit and head back to our original place of the crash. So now that we're here, we are going to examine the wreckage now that we can safely do so, and we're going to pick up this navigation block. Now we're going to exit and head back over to laboratory B02. So we're going to enter the workshop, so we're going to enter the building and then use the third door. And then we're going to use the 3D printer that is here. And we are going to print a computer screen. Now, I'm not necessarily doing all of this in the order you would naturally do it. I'm just going through this as just so you can quickly get the Platinum Trophy. So we just picked up the Wonders of Technology trophy. Now we're entering the living room, and then we're going to examine this broken computer to the right and replace the screen. We're going to use that same computer now, and look at these two items inside the computer, these two files. Of course, in doing this, we are going to learn the location of laboratory B03. But first, we are going to go and exit back out, go to the map once we get there, and we're going to go back to laboratory 1, which we will do here, and now enter the living room. So once we're in the building, I believe it's the first door. And now we're going to examine a pile of garbage to the right. Inside of this pile of garbage is going to be a drink, and we're going to drink it, but we're going to get poisoned and we're going to die. But we'll earn the cause of death suicide trophy. So now we're going to use the same computer here, select the password and the radar station, and learn a new location we can go to. And then exit and then enter the lab, which is the second door. Now there's another safe, which I'll tell you the combination of, and that is 2409. We're going to open the safe, and inside is going to be crystal. We need to find 4 crystals. But when you open this and grab the crystal, the room is going to get flooded. Now there's a trophy called Cause of Death Drowning. We just earned the Archaeologist trophy. What we need to do is let ourselves drown. So this is going to take 2 minutes. So let me go ahead and just kind of skip ahead here. You just got to wait for 2 minutes, and then you'll drown and you'll earn that trophy. Now once we've done, we will load back into the game. We're going to have to open the safe, but first we're going to use the computer, look at all 3 files here. And because we died, it reloaded a checkpoint, so we have to open the safe once again. Again, the password is 2409, and grab the crystal. The room will start flooding again, but what we're going to do this time is after we grab the crystal, we're going to exit the door to the left, go into this room, and then go back through that same door once again, and now exit a second time here. At this point, walk over to this clock. You can now change the clock. So we're going to set the time to 12:31. Grab the compute card that was just to the right of it, and now continue left, and we are going to exit out of here. And we are going to now go to a new area called Cave System. Again, look in the description and you'll see a text walkthrough. So immediately here, walk straight to the left and pick up the yellow berries to go into the cave, and then just walk into your death here. And you are going to get another trophy called Cause of Death Suffocation. So now we're just going to go exit back out of here and go to laboratory B03. Just one quick thing we're going to do here is use this repeater right at the very beginning. Enter in a code 1278. Now we're going to leave and head back to the radar station. Now at the radar station, we're going to go left and pick the red berries before we go through the door. Once you've done that, go through the door, and then you're going to use the computer and look at all 4 of the files here. Once you've done looking at all 4 of these files, we're going to grab the compute card that is just to the right of us, between the computer and the door. And now we are going to leave. We're going to exit, go back to the map, and now go to laboratory B02. So once we're back here, once again, we are going to enter the building, go to the workshop, which is the 3rd door. We're going to use that 3D printer once again, and we should be able to produce 2 items, an oxygen filter and a door lock. The oxygen filter is going to allow us to go back to the cave. So once you've printed those 2 items, exit, head back to the map, and select the cave system up in the top left corner. Now again, pick up the yellow berries to the left if you haven't done that yet, but otherwise enter the cave, and then you're gonna have to stand still in front of this left altar until the door locks completely open. And you can see my oxygen is running out, so as soon as that's completely open, I'm gonna go back to the left, get some clean air, and do the same thing on the right altar, as well as pick up the mushrooms there. So make sure you pick up the mushrooms in the right corner, open the door, and then enter it. Now here, we're gonna walk to the right until we can pick up the crystal. You can see my oxygen's running out. So we are going to now walk back to the left. You'll see there's now a new barrier. So you have to walk all the way to that barrier on the left to walk back to the right. And then keep walking this way. There's a corpse. We're going to go in, search it, and get the blue access card. Now here's a little puzzle. You got to hit these in the right order. So from 1, 2, and 3, the solution is 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3. And that'll allow you to exit the cave safely. So now head back over to laboratory B03. We are going to replace this locking mechanism here. Enter this building, go into the storage room. We're going to pick up 3 items. The rope that's right here on these shelves. The pile of garbage, we're going to search that and get a piece of paper. And then there's going to be some explosives to the far right shelving. So now that we're going to exit back to the corridor, go to the left and use the yellow access card that we got. Pick up another compute card, which is just going to be on top of the shelving right above me. And now exit. All right, so now we are going to head back to laboratory B02. Now we're going to enter the server room, which inside the building is the 4th door. And just like we did earlier, we're going to replace the 3 compute cards. So there's 2 on the first machine, and then there's going to be 3 on the second one. So it's the far left server, server number 2. Replace all 3 of these. We're also going to get the trophy called 2 is better than 1. Now that you've done that, we are going to leave this area and go to laboratory B03. And this is going to allow us to access a computer that we couldn't access earlier. So now that we're here, we're going to go and use this computer and look at 3 different files. There's also a mini lab there just to the left. We will go back to that in just a moment. But we are now going to get the location of the cargo ship. That is basically how we're going to get off this planet. But there's other things you have to do first. But we are going to go to the cargo ship and try to escape. We will die, but we'll get a few trophies in the cargo ship area. So once you're here, examine the ship and then replace the navigation unit. Now that you've done that, attempt to fly away. This is going to cause you to die in an explosion, earning you the cause of death explosion trophy, as well as the it was worth a try trophy. But we can't leave just yet because there's some sort of anomaly here that's keeping us. So what we're going to do is go to the repeater in the cargo ship area, type in the same frequency, which is 1278, and earn the there is a signal trophy. Now head back to the radar station. We're going to go inside and use the computer once again, and then we're going to select a new option called radar station, and we're going to locate 2 new areas. So go to the radar station, and you got to use your kind of mouse here, or your left stick, and find the 2 areas. Look at the signal strength. So the first area is there's the idle. Now we're going to go to the bottom left corner and find another area, and this is going to be the well. Find those 2 areas, you'll get the Explorer trophy. Alright, so with that done, let's head over to the well. We got another cause of death trophy. So again, bottom left corner. Now there's a flower right in front of us. It's purple and yellow, so go ahead and pick that. Now go to the well. We're going to use the rope that we acquired earlier to drop into the well. And we're going to die by the acid. You can see the green acid dropping from the ceiling. So just stand under it to kill yourself. Now we need to get a crystal, and it's going to be on the very far left side. So watch out for the acid. Pick up the crystal. Now we have to leave here. It is a timed event, but we're going to climb up the rope. Not too difficult. Now we're going to head back over to laboratory B03. So now we're going to go to the mini lab equipment just to the left of the computer that's in here. Just past the yellow access card door, past the computer, and you got the mini lab. Now there is a trophy here for mixing all 5 items together. So add all 5 items you've acquired and then select mix. You'll learn that that doesn't do anything, but you'll earn the trophy. So go ahead and hit clean. And now you want to add the wood mushrooms, the flower, and the red berries. You want to add just those 3 items and select mix. And you will now receive a potion. And you will have gotten the alchemist trophy there for mixing all 5 of the items. All right, so now we're going to head over to the idol. Now that we have the potion, we're going to head over to this altar and then use the potion. So pour the potion and now grab the crystal. Once you've grabbed the crystal, just walk to the right and a monster is going to kill you. So another cause of death trophy. Now we got to do the same thing again. We're going to pour the potion and grab the crystal. Make sure you grab the crystal. Now, to not get killed by this monster, you just have to kind of inch kind of slowly over to the exit to the map. So just move like this and you'll get over here safely. If you do die, make sure you pour the potion and pick up the crystal again. So I'll head back over to the lab B01. We're going to enter the lab, take the second door into the laboratory, and then we're going to walk right until we get to another door, and then walk right again until we get to an elevator. Then we need to use the blue key card that we took off a corpse. Now enter the elevator. Now there are 2 endings in this game, and I guess it would be missable if you don't do it in the way I'm going to describe it, but you got to place the 4 crystals and you're going to find the thing, the anomaly. And there's 2 options for you. You're going to have the option to use explosives or to just touch it. Now for ending number 1, what you want to do is install the explosives. After you've installed it, you got to leave this room. Wait for the countdown. And then you're going to get the Let It Burn trophy. Now there's a second ending. So what we're going to do at this point is quit to the main menu, select continue, and now we can go for the second ending. So we're right before the thing. Now given the choice here, instead of installing explosives, we're just going to touch it. And then after you've touched it, you got to leave. Make sure you don't install explosives. If you screw it up, just quit to the main menu and continue it again. So the second time we just touched it and then we left. Now we're going to leave the area completely. So go up the elevator, take the door here on the left, continue left. Just keep continuing left and going through doors. Now skip that door, we're going to go to the exit. Now we're going to go over to the radar station, and now we're going to install the explosives on some scientific equipment. So once at the radar station, enter the building. And then just continue to the left here. There's the scientific equipment. Install the explosives. Now you're going to leave the room. You'll ultimately get the peaceful outcome trophy here in just a moment. Head over to the cargo ship. Replace the navigation unit on the ship. And then fly away. And if you've got all the trophies up to this point, you will have officially earned the platinum trophy. Again, there is a text walkthrough guide in the description, if I can make it fit within 5,000 characters. Managed to survive, and I managed to earn the platinum trophy. So the first easy platinum trophy of the year. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you found this guide helpful, this walkthrough helpful, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Appreciate it, and of course, subscribe.